call the meeting to order on Monday, July 28th, 2025 at 6 p.m. for the Woodbury Select Board. Are there other adjustments to the agenda? I have one. If no one disagrees, I'd like to just kind of adjust the time and so that we're all anticipating that the town treasurer's report is going to go longer than 10 minutes, 20 to 30 in that range. And I sent out an email suggesting that I would do that just so that if other folks wanted to show up a little bit later, they could. There's no other.
Yeah, we need to have a brief just introduction on this Swenson issue. New information that came in since our last discussion.
Liz, any other? Nope. Okay, hearing none. The next item is to approve the minutes from the July 14th, 2025 meeting. I have to admit, I'll have to abstain because I did not have a chance to review them, so I have no idea. We can either table it till the next meeting, or you two can approve it as written, but I did not read them, so I won't.
Well, it was very late this time, and I was a little worried about Michael because, you know, he's going back and forth with his dad and stuff, and I think he's going to quit doing this. But if I know that I'm going to have to do it, usually within a week after the meeting, I can find a 2-hour slot to watch HCTV and bring my laptop to work so I can watch one and watch this other screen on the other one. So if he doesn't want to do it anymore. But this week was extra late. I didn't get him till like last Friday, so. So Lizzie, what do you think?
It's up to you
So
guys.
I thought I had read them until I started skimming through, and I actually don't think I read these either day, and I'm sorry.
Well, it's not a
You
big
guys want to
deal.
wait and do it next time?
Yep.
Okay.
We could just make sure that I'll put on future agenda items is to approve minutes.
I really hauled ass to get this.
Oh my gosh. Thanks for doing all that. Sorry.
14, 25. All right, so we're gonna table that till the next meeting. Any public comment for folks that are not on the agenda? Mr.
So,
Reed?
I'm here as auditor for the treasurer's report.
Yeah.
I got guests at home, so we'll leave it afterward. Just want to make that clear up front.
Perfect.
And also, I've been to John a few days. Tebbets Road Hill, it's like a brand new road.
Really?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's
It's awesome.
greater, yeah.
Huh.
Foster Hill Road looks pretty nice too.
Yeah,
Appreciate it. That's it.
fitting in the grading when we can.
It's awesome.
Any other public comment? Anybody? Skip? No. All right. Hearing none, we're gonna move on. Robin, we're on to the town clerk's report.
We received a request, I guess you would call it today, for a welfare check to be done on Tent City and the Warbles.
The
Since
what on Tent City?
Welfare check.
a welfare check
No, but the word.
and Warbles
Okay, thank you. I thought I didn't
What is
hear
that?
the last.
to go up and check.
They call that Tent City? That's,
Yeah, the first one up there.
Is there?
With all the campers and everything.
Yeah.
She's had her car up there for a couple of weeks now, and there's been no sign of it being moved at all.
Those folks have the two big dogs, right?
No, this
That's
is
a
the one
different one.
right on Cabot
Oh,
We
Road.
went up there a couple
yeah,
years
yeah,
ago.
okay.
The Warbles do have the two
Warbles
big
have-
dogs.
But that
Got it.
Warbles,
Yeah.
they say the door is wide open.
Is welfare check done by the health,
Health officer.
Yeah.
Great. All right. That should probably be done sooner than later, I would guess.
If you want to go with somebody, I would be happy to.
It feels like we should do it tomorrow morning. Wait,
I don't think I can do tomorrow morning.
okay.
I could do it tomorrow, just not in the morning, like after.
Yeah, we'll do it at the end of the day.
Okay.
So Sharon, what was her last name?
Circle
It was Lincoln,
Lincoln.
but I believe it has changed now.
Yeah, close enough, I guess I'll go in there.
It might be Moulton.
Yeah, that was her, yeah, that was. Her ex.
I'll let you know if I end up going up
Okay.
in the morning.
Yeah, I don't want to hold you up for a minute. I just
Yeah, no, I
Figured it
appreciate it.
it's nice to have two.
It always is.
And this one here, I'm not sure if Alfie has already been there or not. Mark Danner. That's just above the original road that goes into the quarry where they put the artesian well in.
No, the trees, no, I've not done that.
Okay. Because he wasn't asking about that Monday.
About, what is he asking about?
Trees that are leaning over his house
Trees, oh,
that the town said that they would take care of.
oh,
Yeah, well, a few years ago, there was a before I actually took over road commissioner, there was a culvert put in
no,
right next to his house that crosses Cabot Road.
okay.
During that process, some of the roots got hit on
Oh.
a couple of trees,
Mm.
and now they're kind of leaning towards his house and dying because the roots got hit. So I felt that the town should probably take care of that for him.
It's on his side of the road, not the other side.
Correct.
Yes,
Okay.
on his side of the road. And they're, like I said, because they put the culvert in, they made a ditch for the water to run away. During that process, it hit the roots and the
Yeah.
tree is now dying. And quite honestly, just haven't had time to get there
Right.
with the floods and,
Yeah.
but it's on my agenda, so try to get through it.
And we had a call that came into the office this morning from the Vermont Disaster Animal Rescue Team. And they are offering the town free equipment material for up to 5 animals that might come displaced in case of an emergency. And they would like to know if the town is interested in that.
Material,
The
like,
equipment would consist of collapsible crates, towels, sheets, bowls, collars, as well as providing training for town officials to set the stuff up.
It seems like if it's free, it would be. I mean, as long as we can keep it like in the basement here or something, so it's not in the way.
we could put it,
Seems
have
like-
a place to put it. So what's the next step on that?
To, I would say, get back in touch with Angie Grace to see where we go from here,
Oh, okay.
if it's approved.
Okay.
Would that be something that you would get in touch with her?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. And this has been a while, but what about the ethics training?
Oh, God.
Can you remind us what the ethics training is?
So
John.
the state requires municipal
Oh yeah, we did that
officials
online, right?
to do, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
notified everybody, and I think probably in addition to the select board, 3 people have done it, probably all in this room,
Okay.
so.
And this is the list.
Uh-huh.
People who are supposed to do it.
Mhm.
So we could send a reminder, I could send a reminder. There's no enforcement, there's no, I'm not, my role is not to whack people over the head, but I'd be happy to send out a reminder.
So there's no deadline when it has to be done.
It's supposed to be within 120 days, but like many other things, there's nothing that says what happens after 120 days. It's not increased my popularity in the town, but I'm happy to send a reminder.
Thank you, John, for doing that.
We also got an email from Patricia Halloran, wanting to know when they expect the mowing on East Hill, all the way through to the Cabot line to be done. Not only does the lack of mowing cause visible problems, it is also narrowing the road. And there's invasive species up there along the side of the road they're worried about.
So they're way, way, way at the end, I think. Tokoski and Halloran,
Oh, okay.
I think that's where
Near the town line, Cabot town line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, we'll get there when we can, I mean,
How's it
Seems
going
like
with
low-
that,
this
that
is low
loader,
priority.
yeah.
that loader problem that you had?
I haven't had it, I haven't
Yeah,
taken the plunge to, do that
get it
expense.
tested, yeah.
Because it has to be, the whole cab has to be taken off.
So are they still using it? Are they doing
Yeah,
any
we're still
mowing?
using it. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
when we can, I mean, it's on, the
Yeah.
mower's on it right now.
Yeah,
The issue is, when we're doing all these other projects, we need the loader to load material or
Yeah.
to, you know, and so
Mm.
then we gotta take the mower off, we gotta.
Mm.
So tomorrow, I have to take the mower off because I have to go to the bridge projects and pick up the concrete blocks that belong to the town.
Oh.
So it's like, you
Yeah,
try to juggle where you can and there's
Mhm.
just a lot going on that, in my opinion, the roadside mowing is a little less on the priority list.
Trust your judgment.
We're gonna get there, we just add, you know, there's just
Okay.
a lot of things that come ahead of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the next is, I basically work 22 hours a week. My leave times are calculated at 18 hours a week. Can I get them calculated for the 20 hours a week?
20 or 22?
22 hours a week.
I would
it
say.
seems,
that would be-
yeah, I mean, it says in the personnel policy, it says that the clerk and treasurer work 18 hours a week. I don't know why that's even in the personnel policy,
We need to
because
amend it.
they work when they need to work, so their proration should be not just every time you work extra, but whatever your standard work week is. Should be based on that, so,
Okay, and then the last request that I have is for Pam. She currently makes $18.90. Is there any way we can put her up to $20 an hour with benefits?
what kind of benefits?
She just wants the leave time.
She doesn't get any now?
No.
$20 an hour.
If, I'm pretty sure from our personnel policy, she should be getting benefits. I think that would correct something that is
I mean, 'cause
possibly
she's
wrong.
at least 18 now.
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
I'd be inclined to say yes, but I don't know if we should look at the policy first or,
Know that, I mean, I think that if we can come back to this maybe at the next meeting, if Lily, would you take a look at that policy?
yeah,
And then just make sure that that's what it says, and then I think that, I mean, $20 an hour, you can go anywhere right now
Uh-huh.
and make $20 an hour, so I think that's a very reasonable request unless we can talk about it and then either approve, you know, we can make a decision at the next meeting, as opposed to being on the spot right now and having to make a decision.
I'm good with either way.
Okay.
Either is fine with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would her be when she got her raise as July 1st?
She went to $18.90 an hour.
$18.90? Oh, so this would be like $1 more. Okay, so next meeting.
Yeah, I'll put that on there. Assistant town clerk. Okay.
With not having the signed minutes, is that keeping you in line with the open meeting law?
Probably not.
I think it is.
It is.
Yeah, we do this regularly at the school board. And that
Okay.
You don't,
Don't.
you don't have to do it exactly.
No.
Sometimes it's 2 months beyond.
Okay.
the approved minutes.
Okay.
As long as we have unapproved minutes, I think, available for folks, I think we're okay.
Okay. And I think, oh, did you guys decide on the chimney?
Nope.
Because we have two different quotes. One was to remove the chimney below the roof line for for $4,640, and the other one was to repair the current and make it waterproof for $3,195.23. And the only reason why I'm asking this again now is, will this have to be done before the roof is done?
It should be.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I don't remember. I do remember the discussion,
Yeah.
but I don't remember.
I don't think we made a
Yeah, I
decision.
thought we just, I mean, seems like a lot of money to just cap the chimney and make it so that it doesn't leak anymore. I don't think taking it down to the roof line is necessary or
Can we
advisable. but-
talk about that during Skip's part of the meeting?
Sure.
Where we were talking about the roof.
Okay.
Do you guys want copies of these quotes for that?
I would love that. That would be
Those
great.
are from the same company.
Same company?
Okay.
Yep.
Just two different possibilities.
True.
Okay.
And the name of the company is Chimney Works Vermont. And I think that's everything that I have.
All right. Thank you, Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you.
Moving on, I think we're gonna move on to the town treasurer's report, which really provided some documents ahead of time, which
Yes.
said that in a text, but I can't tell you enough how impressed I was with like how thoughtful, thorough, and easy to understand it was.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, sincerely, it was impressive, and I think I mentioned I was on the school board for many years, and it was always a mystery, a complete mystery. And every time I got these documents, I was like, what am I looking at? And I would ask questions and nobody gave me solid answers, but this is really good.
Good.
Thank
I'm
you.
really glad. I'm really glad that it read well. And I had some great help from our arbiter too. So yeah, a lot of deep diving. But here is my treasurer's report. I didn't pass it out earlier. Anyone else wants one? Perfect. So there's a little bit of general business that I want to get through, and then I'll go over. I'm going to do a really brief overview of kind of what those packets looked like, and then hopefully, if you guys have any questions, we can discuss it then. So the first order of business, our loan matured on 7/25. This was a line of credit that was secured after the floods. We never touched it. We can renew it for another 12 months if we want to, but I wanted to bring this to your attention. I'll leave the decision up to you guys if we really need to renew this line of credit or not. But overall, our bank account does have a cushion in it. So.
And with a line of credit, just to be clear, like we're not paying until we draw on
Until
that
we
line
draw.
of credit.
Yep.
It costs the town nothing to have this.
We could also probably talk about reducing it as well if we needed to.
Is there a fee to renew it, or is it totally free?
I don't believe there is a fee to renew it, but I haven't been able to connect with Tina on it specifics yet.
Okay.
Okay. We have a question about a health insurance payout policy. So currently, right now, there is an employee that is not under our health insurance, but we pay out because he's covered by his partner. That spouse's coverage has essentially changed. She's paying more out. We were essentially matching what she was paying out, so she asked for an increase. This increase would be about an additional $71 a month.
So did she show how much her total policy cost her versus what it would cost if her husband was included? I mean, that's what it should be based on, right?
I am not exactly sure what it was based on beforehand, but it seemed like we were paying out the premium that she paid from her paycheck, which is what I got was the pay stub essentially.
I'm sorry.
Paying out the premium from her paycheck. And I've got, she
The
sent
same
over the pay
premium
stub.
that oh, that's
Yeah.
weird. Okay. So we don't know what the premium part would be if it was a two-person policy.
Well, he is covered under his wife's insurance.
Yeah, I realize
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But her employer pays part of it and
Yep.
they have a match. You
Mhm.
know,
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying,
so-
Diana.
So usually
Yeah.
the, what we pay for the, what do we call it, anyways, is based on the difference between what it would be if it was a two-person policy versus what it would be for a one-person policy. It shouldn't be exactly twice,
Mhm.
but I suppose it could be.
Yeah, and you're saying that's how we set it up the first time
Yeah,
when
well,
we
that's
set
what
this
they-
up?
That's
Okay.
what the whole, policy, what do we call it?
Premium.
Premium assistance.
Premium
Thank
assistance.
you.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not totally sure I followed all of that, but are you saying it's worth looking into what it would cost the town if we had just him under our
No.
town policy?
No.
No. Okay. Should that be compared just, to make sure that it's not,
No, I don't think
more.
so.
okay.
It's gotta be less
Right.
to pay his portion of her premium policy. So, yeah.
That's a net savings for the town. Gotta be, right?
Well,
Really
should we
huge.
verify that? I mean,
We can
do we
verify.
know that it is? Or?
Well, otherwise we would be paying whatever it is, $15,000 or $17,000
Right.
for an insurance policy as
Right.
opposed to $71 a
Yeah.
month.
Well, this
or-
no, this
No,
is
this
a
is an
$71
increase.
Increase 71.
Yeah.
So we don't know
We don't know what it is.
what it is currently. I guess is why I'm thinking maybe we should. I'm assuming it's cheaper too, but I just feel like it might be worth looking just to be sure.
No, the handbook would not set a cap
Yeah.
on this. It all depends on, it is what it is. But it should be what the difference is between a two-person policy and a one-person policy.
Okay.
I
On
don't
on
understand why that's important.
What?
Can you explain why that's important?
Because that's what premium assistance is. It's for if somebody has insurance through their spouse, we pay them whatever the difference is that they, well, I can't put it in words.
I
but-
understand what you're saying. So it's like if you had it through your wife, say if you weren't on her policy, she paid $100 a month, but with you on it, it was $150.
Yeah.
We would only pay the $50. Is that what you're saying, Diana?
Yeah.
Like we would pay the
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Alright. I'll look back on that and double check with her and connect and make sure that that's the correct payment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lily.
Okay. This is a little bit of a bigger one. So there was a bit of a payroll snafu and budget error for the highway. Essentially just what looked like a typo. An individual was given an 8% raise when the board only approved a 5% raise for everybody. So this resulted in an overpayment in July. And so although the 8% was listed in the signed warrant for the raises, the intention was that it was supposed to be 5%. So I talked with that employee and we've corrected that rate to 5%. I'm going to want to probably get a new signed warrant with the correction on it from you guys. But then there's the issue of the repayment to the town since we did overpay. This is where I felt like probably not my decision necessarily to make, so I wanted to toss it to you guys. It was only for the month of July. I talked to the individual. They seem amenable to paying the town back.
But what are we talking, like $50 or something like that?
70,
Yeah.
I think. So I think the options here are work out a repayment plan over the next, I think I gave 6 to 8 weeks, just so it doesn't really see much of an effect on the paycheck, or we call it good and we just move on with the correction.
I feel like even though it's just a little bit of money, we should probably do a repayment plan just to keep things in line with what they're supposed
So,
to be.
if you do a repayment plan, how are you taking the taxes? Because he was charged taxes on that money,
Right.
and it wasn't his fault
No, it
that this
wasn't his
happened.
fault, yeah.
I'm sure she can figure all that out.
Well, that would work itself out, right? Because if it's a reduction in his paychecks going forward by a small amount every pay period, he would be taxed less. So that would just write itself, right?
Because technically we've already paid him for a certain amount of hours. He just got an advance
Yeah.
on hours.
So it'll end up the same in the end, tax-wise. It'll end up the same as if we had never made the mistake. I think.
I
Right.
believe that is how it'll work.
Okay.
But I am not
got a
an
thought?
absolute tax
Have
expert.
you got a thought, Healthy?
Yes.
Please.
Anything.
I think that he would be fine if whatever's easier for you.
Okay.
If you did it all in 1 week,
Yeah.
if that was easier
Okay.
to keep
that's
up
probably
with
an
the
idea.
taxes and all the stuff,
Yeah.
just do it in 1 week and have it clean,
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
right? Then you're not
Oh, yeah,
for a
that's
month down the
complicated,
road.
yeah.
Yeah.
Still, oh, was it
Yeah.
30%? Was it, what was
That
the
is
number?
true.
And I think he would be fine with just do it all at once.
Okay. And for the logistics
you.
of this, I'll probably tap NIMRIC as well, just to make sure that the way that we think it's going to work is how it's going to work and how best to track that. So,
Thank you.
so repayment plan.
I think so.
Just move
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah, and
Okay.
as long as this gentleman doesn't mind doing it
Question.
all in one
Lily,
time.
Yes.
did you take this pay rate and go down through and calculate each one of these?
I did. But is it incorrect? Oh,
You have another one that got it over.
where? When did you figure this out? Tom Beards. Okay. All right. Well, good news is we
So
haven't
missed
paid him
another
yet.
one. Okay.
We paid him in July.
Brandy did pay him in July? Okay. All right. Well, we can fix this. Again, these numbers were factored into the budget,
Mhm.
so that'll look a little different moving forward.
Who's
But
this
yeah,
one?
thank you.
Tom Beards.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
His amount is pretty tiny.
Right. Well, Lily, I do this myself, but I feel like it's a lot more likely you're gonna end up talking to these people than I am. But would you pass along our apologies too
Of
for the
course.
mistake?
Of course.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
This is a spreadsheet that goes back to when the budget was set last year.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay, great, perfect. Next order of business, I will be out of the office on Thursday for doctor's appointment, which brings up an additional question. This can also be discussed at a later time. I do want us to not spend too much time on the treasurer's report today, but in terms of using sick time, because I have the option to obviously use sick time for that Thursday. I'm pretty sure that I'll meet my 22 hours this week before that Thursday. Should I be using my sick pay at that point? If I've already worked 22 hours, I feel like I'm just like beefing up my paycheck, which doesn't feel correct to me. But I wanted to ask your guys' opinion on it. There's not too much in the handbook that goes into it. I mean, technically I won't be here for office hours. So whatever, yeah.
Oh gosh, that's a
Do you think
really
I
good
know,
question.
I know. It's like, what do we do with this? Yeah.
You would, might need that sick leave some
Mhm.
other time. You know, and-
Yeah.
I mean, how much do you get in a year? Not very much.
Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you.
I'm inclined to say that's
I
fine.
guess it's kind of up to you.
Not using the sick leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you've already used your 22, if I understand, if you've already met your 22 hours, then there's no real reason.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know that we have a policy that
No.
that somebody has to be here at specific hours all the time.
Okay. Okay.
Not the treasurer anyway.
That's my feeling. That's how I'm inclined to see it.
That makes sense to me.
Okay.
It does seem like maybe like a deficiency in a policy though, right? Like something that should be
Yeah.
clarified. Because if you were wanting to use your sick time, that would end up creating overtime in your schedule. Am I right? Or
Well,
Well, it would bring her up
overtime,
to
I wouldn't
30
actually be
hours.
being paid overtime.
Gotcha.
But it
Okay.
would increase my hours per week.
Gotcha.
and my base.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
John?
Just a reminder, before the town hired a new treasurer and you had a conversation with experienced treasurer, she made 2 points. One was the importance of the treasurer having flex time, and 2, the importance of the treasurer being able to work other than office hours when necessary, when digging into something that required not being distracted.
Right.
No.
yeah. Perfect. Great. All right. Last thing, and my goodness, is there a number 5 on your guys' treasurer's report?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's not on mine. For whatever
For
reason.
some reason, I got 2 of these.
Thank you. Great. The last order of business. So previously in FY25, before I came on board, the board had requested to increase our coverage of the library building and the school building. We finally got that increase and got charged the additional price. It's seeming like it'll be an additional $6,637 and 86 cents yearly. I believe from my conversation with the individual at VLCT, I am going to touch base with her again and confirm that that's what she was saying. Essentially, it sounded like they were paying multiple quarters in this quarter. So it's not necessarily a quarterly payment of $6,000, but it seems more like a yearly payment.
So it'll be that much more in FY26.
Yes, correct. Correct. All right. Great. Now, moving into the FY25 overview and moving into FY26. Like I said, I'm going to give a very quick overview. I've printed off extra packets for anybody who wants them. Elfie, Robin,
Yes, please.
and you guys have your copies
Was
as
that
well.
count?
I haven't.
Does that skip going out?
It
I
was.
think so.
Okay.
All right, so quick overview.
Oh, there's somebody's here, but I don't know why.
Okay.
Hi,
Good.
are you here for the select board?
Yes, I'm here to give you a letter of resignation from the planning commission.
Boo, okay.
Oh.
Come on in.
Thank you, sir.
Well, it's on the ZBA, but the reason I'm resigning is I believe that, I'm on the planning commission, that's for the long-term interest of the town. We are being forced to move due to the situation the way it is. So it makes more sense to step down for someone who's more invested in the town. I'm also on the zoning board of adjustment. That's case-by-case basis. And I don't know exact date I'm moving, so that doesn't affect anything long-term. So I'm willing to stay on that unless you choose to have me removed, be removed. Totally up to you, but I'm willing to stay till I'm gonna move, and I would let you know when that is.
Thank you. I think it would be good for you to stay on the ZBA just in case there's a hearing and they need, a forum
Yep.
in the near future.
All right.
And thanks for your time on the planning
Well, it's
commission.
my pleasure. If we move, hey, if we come back, if we've actually found a place here in town, which we'd love to do, we'll move in there. But we haven't found anything yet. Odds are we won't. But you never know.
Well, good luck.
So
Cross your
everybody keep
fingers.
your eyes open for a nice one-story house in Woodbury.
Yes, no basement.
Thank you, Dave.
All right. Great. I'll dive back in. Where was I? All right. So The FY25 results are really measured in two ways, budget versus actuals and fund balance. So going quickly over the general fund, we had an unfavorable variance at the end of FY25 of 180K. Our revenue was about 103 under budget, 103K under budget. And our expenses were a little higher, about 77K over budget. So the shortfall was mostly due to lower than expected tax collections and technology upgrades for the general fund. The fund balance itself, we began FY25 at 270K and we ended at 90K. This.
I'm sorry, the
Mhm.
two balance, okay, so the fund balance, which means basically the carryover, right?
Yep, kind of.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Okay.
So this 90K should, in theory, this fund balance should carry us until we start getting tax money in. Since it is low, it's kind of iffy if we are going to dip into the negatives for our general fund. But don't fret, we have cash on hand, so internal borrowing is allowed, and we will be totally fine if that fund balance does dip periodically.
That's quite a lot, quite a big difference.
Moving on to the highway fund, we had a favorable variance of 133K, which is great. Our fund balance started at negative 51K and we ended FY25 with a 81K surplus. Again, this surplus is supposed to carry us over until we start getting tax. Same as general fund, internal borrowing, and the funds that we will be using from FEMA to cover some projects this summer will help us carry things over. Going over why tax revenue was low, there was a budgeting error. Both current and delinquent taxes were budgeted, effectively double counting. Moving forward, only current taxes should be budgeted for. Essentially, if we haven't already taxed it, if the town isn't already owed those delinquencies, we shouldn't be writing them in. And then also the general fund is the last to be paid during tax collection time. So first we pay out the education fund, which is the majority of the money that we have. Then we allocate money to the highway. And then whatever's left over and whatever comes in after the due date remains in the general fund.
That was interesting the way you explained it in one of these other.
I know, a lot of
Never thought of
papers,
that.
aren't they? So that's kind of a broad overview of what happened in FY25. Moving into the impact that it may have in FY26 and the tax rate there. So overall, the tax rate last year was too low. In FY26, this will need to increase probably by a little bit more than what we had anticipated. So just a heads up there. The general fund balance also dropped significantly, Diana, as you had mentioned. The board will have to decide if they're going to want to restore this fund. Best practice is about 3-4 months worth of funds there to carry us over. Or to do that over multiple years. And then the third thing I'll say is there's a lot of different options and avenues that we can go through to help keep our tax rate low, which is kind of what I've been focusing on over this past week. Areas where we can pull money that's not necessarily being used or is being covered elsewhere. And those are all things that I'll have ready and to discuss with you guys at our August meeting for the tax rate.
So we were thinking about Monday or Tuesday next week?
Yes, I believe we had decided on Tuesday.
That's the
Okay,
fifth,
you
right?
sure you would
The
wanna do that as opposed to Monday, cause Tuesday the office is open?
I think I would be better suited with Tuesday.
We really don't get that much traffic Tuesday evenings.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I think that might be a good option.
Okay,
Um,
next Tuesday would be like
The
Fifth?
5th at 5. is what my phone says anyway.
5, okay.
Is that right?
I believe so. Yep.
Oh, okay. And by then we should have the final grand list number.
Yes.
They have one grievance tomorrow night, and after
Mhm.
that, they have to shuffle around a few numbers and come up with a final number,
Mhm.
and we do the math.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll go through this one by one and see if there's any places where we need to supplement, or maybe we can cut a little bit. I mean, sometimes we just do the math first and see how bad it is, and then go through and see what we can cut.
Yes. Exactly.
So,
Do any of you have any questions on the packet that I sent you, or areas that it's not as clear?
well, I have a few little things, but just specific line items. For example, the heat in the town office,
Can you give us a page? that you're on?
page 3 in the, to the select board.
Yep.
Select board. 11,741. I'm just wondering whether the new heating system was put in there.
I believe it was.
Yeah, could it not
Yes.
be? I mean, it shouldn't be. It should be someplace, some line item here for just, town office maintenance and repairs,
Mm-hmm.
because that's really way off
Yeah.
what the heat should be.
Yep. Yep. I'll dive into that one. Good call.
Oh, here's the next page 4 has repairs and maintenance of the town office,
Right.
but it doesn't look like we had budgeted. We had budgeted.
Much.
Well, this is,
Oh, wait.
and this, I'm sure this money for the repairs downstairs and the heating system all came out of that $30,000 insurance check that we got, 30,000 plus.
Right.
And I don't know where that shows up on our income, if anywhere.
In revenue.
Because
You know,
it would
Diana,
be
I
really
do
nice
not-
if we could have a line item for when something special like that happens.
Yeah.
So we can find a way to track it from year to year.
Insurance reimbursement, but that wouldn't necessarily be it. I'll connect with Brandy and see where she put that check from. I'm assuming VLCT. Okay. No?
I don't remember.
The insurance company would be
Yeah.
passive.
Passive.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah,
Yep.
I guess so, yeah.
Which is VLCT.
Passive is VLCT.
It's
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the insurance company.
Yeah. And did we got that in FY25?
I'm pretty sure we did, yeah.
Okay.
I think.
That'd probably be a number.
Yeah. I can look that up. Perfect. And then maybe a recommendation of we have a miscellaneous income line, but it doesn't look like it was placed there. So we could potentially create a new item line for revenue, like insurance premiums, feedbacks,
Miscellaneous,
things
oh
like
yeah,
that.
miscellaneous income was, yeah, it's not in there.
I mean, that seems like a good place for it to be. So I don't know if we would need a new line item.
Other
You know
than
what I mean,
miscellaneous?
specifically for that. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we're not getting insurance checks every year.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's like not often.
Yeah.
So the Board of Adjustment didn't get any payments this year? I know it was the end of the month and they were going back and forth about how many hearings they did and things like that. And
Oh, you're talking about with
Jonah?
yep, Jonah and Skip.
Yep.
I believe that was placed into FY26 just because we couldn't necessarily get it there. It was a
Okay,
small
yeah.
payment. Yeah.
It's always last minute.
Mhm.
Well, we can get into the details in August, our
Right.
next meeting.
We can,
So,
mhm,
yeah.
absolutely.
So, is there anything else we wanted to bring up, or?
Yes.
Yep.
3 action items. So in the looking forward to FY26, I made a revised budget where essentially we put that delinquent tax into current tax revenue. Just want your guys' approval that it is A-okay to do that.
In the budget, is it one of these sheets?
It is,
This
It's this guy right there, right?
yes.
Okay, got it. I've got it right here. Thank you.
So basically, and I'm just gonna say this out loud to make sure that I understand it.
Mhm.
You see in that delinquent tax revenue, that is changed to $40,000.
Mhm.
So we should have set the tax rate to collect $270,000. Or sorry, we did set the tax rate to collect $270. We should have set the tax rate to collect $435
For this year.
for this year.
Yes.
Right, so,
Yeah, I don't understand I mean, you look at those two numbers and add them up and they're the same,
Mhm.
475.
The main difference there is we tax based on current tax revenue. So because it wasn't in the current tax revenue line, what happened last year is we didn't tax for it. So we never got it.
So it's important that it go on the right line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it should be, delinquent tax revenue should be 40,000.
Yeah. Because that's what we've taxed in previous years and that's what we're still owed.
Lily, just to make sure I
Mm-hmm.
understand the math totally, the current tax revenue is changing from 270 plus to 435 plus,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not only the difference. That's not only the $160,000 that's difference in the delinquent tax revenue, but that also includes a difference in the tax interest and the tax penalty, and all of that is going into here. I was just trying to do the math because
Mm-hmm.
this plus 160,000 is not this number, and I was trying to figure out where the rest of that came from.
So coming from these guys.
okay, cool. That makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Great. And then, sorry, you still have more questions, Diana?
I'm just trying to figure out where we are on your list.
We are right under action items. Yeah.
Approve new reporting,
Second action item is just to approve the new reporting schedule and reports. Essentially, I would be doing a full fiscal report with that overview, a report, mock report I gave you guys, the second meeting of the month. And that,
Second Monday.
second Monday, yes.
Second Monday or
So that would
second
be the
meeting?
first meeting.
The first
meeting.
First meeting of the
First
month,
meeting.
second Monday.
Okay,
There we
which
go.
is the meeting up at the school, right?
Yes.
Library, okay.
And then looking at the FY25 overview, there's some discrepancies in our fund balance. They're small, about $37. I connected with Nimric on this. They said it would take more research to dive in to see what went wrong. They said it was probably had to do with reconciliations at the end of the month, whether that happened a month ago or that happened 15 years ago. These things can kind of follow their way through. As of right now, not urgent. It's going to be investigated, but it might just be one of those things that we kind of have to look at and say, well, we don't know what happened. Essentially.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
And that's it. I hope that wasn't too much.
It was great,
For you guys.
actually. Yeah.
That
Well
was
done.
excellent.
I've got a couple things.
Please, Jeff, yeah.
So, figuring out the issue with the taxes being too low last year was not something that was simple to figure out. It would have been figured out a lot sooner than that. Lily invited me as auditor to sit in on the conversations with the experts that she lined up to go through this with. So, as auditor, I just want to say everything that's in that report is exactly what I heard. And I want to say I was impressed with how well you did finding the right people to talk to. It's not like Lily's been doing this for 2 years and knows the network.
Amazing.
And I expected we'd be fumbling around, getting handed off from person A to person B. The people we talked to were authoritative, they were expert, they knew exactly what had happened, they knew exactly what needed to be done to fix it. So, you know, great.
I remember last year when we were setting the tax rate, I remember there was some juggling going on that I kind of lost track of.
Mm-hmm.
And Brandy seemed confident, so at some point I just let it go. And if we had, you know, I mean, having a lower tax rate isn't the be all and end all of everything in the world. You would think with things going on in Washington, everybody wants to put more money in our pockets so we can buy more junk online. So
Yeah, you know, I think coming out of COVID, there were some changes that were made at the state level, and a stitch just got dropped in terms of how we budgeted for tax revenue. So, and I also want to mention, you know, in order to solve this, Lily's basically given herself a master class in how to be a town treasurer. And 2 months ago, I mean, the select board had talked before hiring a new treasurer about having some outside expertise to help a new treasurer get up to speed. 2 months ago, I would have thought that was a good idea. The town is way beyond that in terms of the treasurer's expertise. And it, you know, a new treasurer would have been fine saying, you know, I had nothing to do with this. I'm still finding out the front door is go hire a CPA at $200 an hour to sort it out for you. So, last thing is, I spent a fair amount of time looking at other town books to try to get a handle on what had happened here. And just a reminder that there's a lot going well in this town. I came across towns that don't have a treasurer or a clerk, towns that are desperate for highway people, towns that missed out on FEMA funds because they didn't have anybody who was had the patience or expertise to dig for that stuff. And, you know, in the day-to-day, we kind of get pressed up nose against the glass. And I just think it's worth taking a step back and think that there's a lot to be proud about in terms of this town and how it's managed. So that's it.
Thank you.
NIMRIC is a great tool. All you have to do is reach out and ask them the questions, and they'll
Yeah.
give you the answers.
nice.
Yeah, like little fairies, honestly. Seriously.
Yep.
Yeah, they were great help.
Oh, great.
Thank you both. I realized it was a lot of work
Yeah.
to figure that out, get us on the straight and narrow.
Which I think we should be.
Yeah.
We should be.
The
Which is
ability
great.
that we have to balance or borrow from other funds is huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would be,
And we still
it
got
would be a
the-
different situation.
Yeah.
Great, great.
Thank you. Anything else? Any other questions for Lily
None.
or John?
Great.
All right. Well done. Skip.
Need the table.
Oh, of course. Awesome. Table.
So I sent out the final draft of the RFP for basement
It
water
came out
mitigation.
today, right?
Came out today.
Yeah.
And I attached a Gantt chart with it too. So we should look at that.
All right. I have not reviewed that today.
Thanks.
She went to Robin. So the Gantt chart indicates that you guys hopefully will approve it at the August 11th meeting, which is your first regularly scheduled Monday meeting. And then the Gantt chart just flows from there, that the bids will be sent to the contractors that week. And that weekend's for Robin on August 14th. Contractor site visits are slated for the 29th. Questions due from the contractors are due September 5th. Bids are due to Robin on the 25th. Bid opening will be on September 29th. which will be here, because it'll be the second meeting in September. And the contractor will be selected during that meeting. Contract signed on October 10th. And, you know, I put in 20 days for work to start, work complete. You know,
Maybe we'll
Don't
get
really
some-
know what the work is yet, so.
well,
it's
no,
okay.
because, glad you brought that up, because in the RFP, it's just like you're on an information search almost. So with that, the scope of work is pretty free-flowing, if you want to call it that. It's like identify proposed preventive measures and describe the effectiveness for eliminating as well as managing water issues in the basement. And then it goes on, you know, describe the methods that you'll employ, provide specs, and then provide itemized list detailing costs for each proposed preventative maintenance. So if you look on the bid form, I ticked off 4 descriptions of work and the associated cost. It may be more than that, it may be less than that, but it depends on the contractor and what he or she finds. So it's pretty open-ended, because you really don't know what they're gonna find.
So when we open these bids, it's important for us to recognize that we're not necessarily looking at the lowest cost, right? Because
Correct.
It won't be apples to apples.
exactly.
Right.
So we're gonna have to look at the description they provide and how they're
Right.
gonna do it, and then
Decide
we'll have to
from there.
determine whether there's good value in that
Right,
description.
because again, this is, you know, the RFP is pretty easy to put together, but, you know, the scope of work for something like this is really out of my scope of
Yeah,
work.
which maybe that 20 days we should change, because, you know, if they do, Alpha, you might be able to weigh in, you know, if there is a suggestion that we put a curtain drain around the house, I don't know whether around the building, and, you know, and it does drain out, I don't know what kind of timeline they would need to, once that work starts.
Well, you might have to get a permit to hook into the state's stormwater.
Yeah, yeah,
That might take a little
I guess
time.
we'd have to define whether that's work starting or not.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'd like to keep it there, and
Okay.
then during the contract negotiation part of it,
Yeah.
if they need an extension or feel as though, because their scope of work is, you know, much more than
Yeah.
what's called out here,
Yeah.
then during the contract, I thought we should be able to extend that time.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah. So that one's complete, so if you guys can take a look at it and have any questions, send any questions to me. Don't do any questions amongst yourself. Just send it to me and I'll edit the document,
Okay,
and then,
we'll have it on the agenda for approval next.
right.
Yeah, I've looked at it, but the first 5 pages after that,
Is it possible to get paper copies? I know we have it in the email, but it's hard. It's just so much easier to read it and like digest it on paper.
Paper copy of this?
Is that the same one? Yeah.
Yep.
Can I have one?
Yep.
That'd be amazing. Thank you.
Anybody else want one?
Sure, I'll take one.
okay, I'll take one. You can push 3 instead of 2.
I can't look at a computer screen and it just doesn't go into my brain the same way. I
I'm
don't
with
know
you.
why.
I need to doodle on it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's easier to edit too when it's on paper.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, really,
Yep.
you can write things. A red pen.
Okay, so that's the, the basement waterproofing. So, the request for proposal for roofing, you know, went out a couple of weeks ago. And Robin's heard from one contractor, East Coast Metal Roofing.
Oh, okay.
So, and they also sent me an email too.
Good.
And they created a project within their company.
Where they at?
Oh, boy, you got me. Burlington, I think.
Okay.
East
think-
Coast.
They advertise on TV. Yeah.
The east coast of Nelson Pond.
Yeah, right.
So you ended up sending it to a bunch of the.
Yeah, I did.
We
Yeah.
didn't hear anything.
Well, they don't have to contact me,
Yeah,
you know, as long as they on, let's see, when's the,
up front, some of those guys.
site visits Friday, August 8th.
I'm gonna be out of town.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to be here?
Do you mind being
I
there?
can be here.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm here.
And actually, I think I'll be back the 11th. But there's a chance on my way back down the 11th.
Okay.
I think I should be back.
What time is it? I have not.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Okay.
1 o'clock here for the roof, and then 2 o'clock at the town hall.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Because I'd be useless at that. Okay.
They should know what they're looking at.
You would hope so.
Yeah, I mean, all they have to do is, take a few measurements,
It's like anybody,
pictures.
any homeowner, if they need a new roof, come in.
They can't tell what's underneath until they start tearing it apart, so. If they wanna go up in here, there is a hatch in there above the toilet.
That's handy.
What?
That's handy.
Handy, yeah. Look at that little ladder.
Is there only one contractor coming to that site visit?
I don't know.
Only heard from me.
There may be others show up.
There may be, hopefully there'll be a lot.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hope so. So on to the window replacement. So window replacement, RFP is probably about 70% done. We're trying to figure out what kind of bike that is. So reading through, these are FEMA documents, window and door installation. They talk about glazing, what type of glazing you should have in your windows. So I have the FEMA specification, called out. However, there's so many ways you can replace these windows. So, you want them aesthetically pleasing for the inside, I'm wondering. So do you want vinyl clad, aluminum? Do you want, wood in the interior? Do you want them replaced like for like? Do you want different windows?
We don't have any historical.
This is not.
Right. I mean, I think I would replace them as is. I don't really have a strong.
That'd be the easiest,
Yeah.
decision to make. I mean, I really don't have a strong preference at all.
What does the town clerk think?
Keep the cold out.
We'll do that for sure.
One and only thing.
And truthfully, I think the vinyl windows work just fine, and they look aesthetically. It disappears behind the paint. And
Sure, yeah.
You don't really see it anymore. So
What do you mean?
it's this. Where's that? You can't see it from
You
where
can't
you
see
are.
it, yeah.
But there's the jam could be wood
Oh, okay.
of the window. It
Yeah.
could be vinyl. It could be. I don't really see much aluminum on the inside. But it could be those two things. And the only, so wood are more expensive. Typically, folks really like it.
But if we go vinyl and save money, we can use that money for other
Yeah,
things.
mine will be less expensive for sure.
And would it be white?
Well, you could get them.
I mean, those
There'll
obviously
be
were
some
painted
colors.
for when the whole place was painted with the special colors chosen by Hatbridge. If you would want to have to do that again.
Special colors.
Huh?
Special colors?
Yeah,
Wow.
These?
yeah. Our historic preservation specialist who's now long gone, but
So what I have
he
is
chose
part,
the green and
sorry.
he chose the purplish and the greenish and
So what I have so far is the removal of 4 double hung windows, 5 transom windows, and 7 fixed basement windows.
so what's wrong with these guys?
They're all being replaced.
What?
They're all being replaced.
Oh, whether they need it or not?
They all need,
I think they all need it.
Yeah.
It's
Really?
time.
so,
So,
and also down in the basement, I have a question. We have, looks like windows have been blocked up with some plywood.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want those replaced?
No. But out in the way out in the back?
Yeah.
Is that what, it's
Yeah.
out back?
Yeah,
That might be part of the waterproofing.
And actually, if they filled those in during the,
well, they did,
no, if they did during the waterproofing, if, it wouldn't be a bad move.
Take those out.
okay. Just
Um,
curious. You just want me not to include them?
I think we should, I don't see any real reason to have those in the back, it's just another place to
No,
do the.
windows, yeah, especially if you're gonna be digging trenches out there and.
I could be convinced otherwise, but they never really serve
I
any
don't
purpose.
have a strong opinion on it at all.
Okay,
Do you
so.
guys have strong opinions about replacing them with double hungs? My understanding is the casements are a little bit more efficient and they last a little bit longer.
So what's
Hold
the
that.
difference between a casement? What's a casement?
These are double hungs, so
Yeah.
that, you know, a casement just is a
Yeah.
crank. And they
Oh.
typically, when they close, you can draw a latch and it pulls it tight to
Uh-huh.
the seal.
So I guess like, I think we had talked about this, that it would be nice to have a double hung anywhere we might want an air conditioner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus it does, I mean, it might not be on the historic register, but it is a historic building. It'd be nice to keep the look.
I think it
What it
wouldn't
is.
look any different from the outside. You could still get the casements with, and I don't care either way.
Mhm.
You can still get a casement with a divided light, so it appears like not to have changed. But I don't really have a dog in the fight.
I would be fine with double hungs all around, but
Sounds good. Let's
I-
keep it simple.
don't really care.
But replace like for like with a window like that?
Yeah,
Unless they want to put, I guess that, yeah.
I mean, that could be like an awning. Is there a benefit if you've got two double hungs there?
I think you get more airflow out if you put an awning in or something
Yeah.
like that. Double hung would be hard to get,
Right?
any good airflow.
Would you
Awning,
would you think
what do you
awning
mean
for
by
that
However you
rather than
want, like
fixed?
for like.
Okay.
oh, stay, I say,
So like for like then? If it's a fixed,
Unless there's a place where the AC makes sense to put an AC unit and a double hung should go there.
because you have some fixed lights, so it's fixed windows down the stairs too.
Oh, this isn't. Why did I think this was fixed? This is an awning,
Yeah.
and so it's that one.
So
Okay.
we should make sure make those operable.
Make them operable when
I
you sell
think
it,
so, yeah.
because there are 7 of them,
7.
In the mid, like along the,
yeah,
yeah.
Really? 7?
that's what I counted.
You can count.
Occasionally, I use my phone a
So,
lot.
but, I mean, there's the complicated one is the one sort of under the, porch, yeah.
Robin, so if
Yeah.
we did lake for lake with these windows, you wouldn't be able to put an AC unit in any of those in the working space. Would
Well,
you
The
want
way
to?
with John's air conditioner that he brought down to us, thank
Uh-huh.
God he did, we set the fan up over there right behind Skip, and it pulls it right through,
Yeah.
which makes it
Still
comfortable.
working? Good.
Yeah.
And how did I didn't really look to see.
This is through a
how-
window,
With some kind of board or something to put the pipes, okay.
yes.
Great.
This might complicate things, but Robin had mentioned to me, I think we've all maybe talked about it a little bit, but never in detail, that there's no emergency exit for the people working here, and so it would make sense if we were gonna put one in to put it where there's currently a window. So if it's something we wanna consider, like we'd wanna do it before we
Consider
put
it,
a
sure,
window.
but I don't think we can utilize mitigation money for an exit.
Okay. Even if it's a flood emergency and we need to get out because there's a flood.
That's a stretch.
Okay. Okay.
This is for mitigation.
Yeah. Is it something we want to consider before the work is done? Just, FEMA funds aside, just so we're not taking out a window later that we've just had installed. And I don't know if we want to talk about it now,
But there isn't, we should be, people who have these design skills could be thinking about where that could possibly happen.
Huh.
Whether it would be just putting a door here.
We've got
But
heating
shouldn't be,
here, so it'd be easier to do it like over there.
but that's got a lot of stuff on it. Anyway, someone who has design skills could work all that out.
Tim looked at this heat, and I don't think it's hooked up as I remember.
Oh,
I
okay.
think we found out that it's not energized. I think it's hooked up, it's just that the breaker has been
How about,
switched. So we haven't used it for a long time and it could be taken out. It seems to me that it's a kind of a waste.
so this would happen in the next, I guess we could always just exclude that, if
One
we-
window.
We could exclude, let's put it on next next meeting, so
Okay,
that
that sounds
talk
good.
about, and then
What-
push
what
came
we
to
would-
shove, we could just, if we decided where we wanted it, we could exclude one window from that.
Okay.
If you,
But this makes sense right here.
Yeah.
Sorry, Diana.
Yep.
I don't really, I mean, I worked here for 10 years, I never felt scared or anything. I did have Kim Silk tell me if I had to shut myself in the vault, how to get out, you know?
It's
'Cause we
probably
have
more
a
of like-
phone in the vault just for that purpose, if somebody needs to go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, well, that'll be on the next,
Mm,
future meeting.
keep talking.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I should have this guy, this RFP to you by the second meeting in October, excuse me, in August, because I'm taking some vacation.
Okay.
I'll be away. Plus golf, a lot of golf tournaments,
As it should be.
as there should be. So anyhow, look at the RFP, if it's okay, then we'll approve it at your next Monday meeting. Cool.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Skip.
And I'll send out an email if I hear from any other vendors.
Thank you.
Thanks, Robin.
All right, to be reviewed by the 11th.
Write that down by the 11th.
All right, anything else?
Mitigation projects. I
Oh,
visited both sites
Yeah.
last week, and one site looks like it's just about done. Looks like they need to put guardrails on it.
Guardrails are there.
Town Highway
The bridges.
23?
23 guardrails are there, 24 they're not yet.
Right.
But the
So,
big culvert is in at
It's in,
24.
both of them are passable.
Yeah.
I'm going tomorrow to 24 and get the old temporary bridge that we used and the concrete blocks that we used.
Oh,
And they're also gonna give me a bunch of granite blocks that came from there.
cool.
Because I griped a little bit, because I went there and it was all clear, everything was gone, all the blocks were gone, everything was
Oh,
gone.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
hey,
sure.
wait a minute, where are
Yeah.
these blocks that I told you, because I had a conversation with the foreman, you know, that I wanted those blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he moved them up to the quarry and stored them there. So,
Are they still there?
well, they're still there, I just don't know how many yet, I haven't seen the piles
Yeah, yeah,
since
yeah.
he said he was gonna use some of them at the bridge,
Yeah.
but I don't know how many, I'll know that tomorrow,
Huh.
because we're going to get them tomorrow, but.
So the quarry just let them have a little corner to store
Well,
them?
McDonald is doing work for the quarry, so they've
Okay.
got a little corner there that they've
Oh,
been
okay.
storing their equipment, and they've got an office set up. And,
Oh.
so, yeah, they had a place there to store them,
Okay.
so we'll be getting those, I don't know how many yet,
if you
That's
run across
tomorrow.
any scrap material for the culvert, and galvanized aluminum, you know, just a small piece,
but, yeah, what size?
oh, just small. You know, so I can show a couple of guys who
Oh.
used to do culvert work in the Army.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they're
Okay.
very interested in this culvert. I showed them pictures of it. And they
Oh,
were,
the aluminum, the new,
Yeah.
I see, yeah.
it's
Best
galvanized
thing to do
aluminum.
would be pictures,
I sent them pictures.
You did?
I
Okay.
said,
yeah.
can you get any scrap
Because
pieces?
the company that makes these culverts, they send exactly the amount
Oh, okay.
that you need to build it.
Oh.
You know, they don't send any extra pieces
It's all
or.
free cut and
It's all
measured and
pre-cut,
everything.
Yeah, yeah,
So that comes and it gets assembled on site?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Comes in 2 halves or
No, it comes in sheets,
sheets?
like depending on the length or the size of the culvert, they're like 4 feet wide, these sheets,
Yep.
and then they've got the curve already made in them,
Yeah.
Oh.
and then you bolt them together. It's,
Oh.
there's a million bolts.
So the
a
picture
million
of
bolts.
Carol with the guys inside there, that's
Yeah.
after they've assembled it.
That's already done,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's all assembled, yeah. And then they picked it up with that huge excavator, just picked it
Oh.
up and carried it down the road and set it in.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean, it's huge.
that excavator is huge.
Yeah.
I had to walk around it
Oh, yeah.
to take pictures.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Um,
So did you see the beaver baffle up there?
No, is that it? No.
Are they putting one in?
It's ordered, I understand.
Did you take pictures of that big excavator?
No, I took pictures of the culvert
Yeah.
being set in
Oh.
place. I got a phone
Good.
call from Carol wondering if there's going to be a beaver baffle. Honestly,
Mm.
It's a big beaver baffle.
and she wanted to know how much the culvert cost. And I said, well, the contract is down at the town office. Go down and take a look. They said, I don't know. I don't know if they sent out an itemized material list.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't
I
think so.
doubt it.
either.
She's
We
been
have- we
talking
have-
to somebody
we have a
else about
contract
getting
with
them level
to install the
water
culvert,
back
so
on.
it won't be itemized.
So yeah, the beaver baffle, that would be a giant.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, ginormous beaver baffle.
Yeah. Well, the good news is that we won't have, those two won't be plugging up and washing out again. I'm
Yeah.
sure of that. Those are big pipes.
But they're not gonna be slowing down the water that's gonna come down and
That's right.
flood the village.
That's right.
So-
You're gonna have, it's almost like it's encouraging water to
I
come to the
know.
village, but,
Yeah, well.
it won't be bringing all that gravel like it did before,
Mhm.
you know, so that's a good thing.
So do you anticipate like they maybe have another week to finish out or?
I wouldn't be surprised if they're done this week.
Yeah,
Done, yeah. There's 2 different companies that are doing the guardrails, so it's anybody's guess as to
Got it.
when the other one is happening. So it's, it's open, it's accessible, so,
I'll have to go back.
yeah, you should look at it.
Town Highway 23 looks really good.
Yes,
Yeah.
the new guardrails, that looks
Yeah.
really good, yeah.
Really nice.
Looks really good. The only thing I would have loved to have done different there, and it was sort of out of my control because the engineer took it over, is I would have moved the culvert downstream a little bit.
Oh,
So when you come off of Cabot Road, it's a straight shot,
Mm.
instead of doing this kind of a corner and you're kind of going onto the bridge in a corner, but it's done.
Yeah.
We're not changing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This goes on.
So, yeah, that's a good thing. I'm assuming those bills will be coming fairly soon if they haven't yet.
So your other mitigation projects?
Some are done, some are not. There's, the ones that I'm waiting on engineering,
Still waiting?
it doesn't look good.
Oh.
He might be able to engineer one of them, but it won't be until September.
Oh, geez.
This is what he was saying.
Yeah.
He required test drilling to see where the ledge is.
Oh.
So I got a hold of the quarry, they said yes, absolutely, they brought a drill, we transported their drill to the 2 sites, and they drilled for us. I've given that information to the engineer, but he's still telling me it's probably, if he gets one, it'll be, September.
Huh.
And that's the one that is at the, Diego's on the county road, it's that big culvert. So, I don't know that we're gonna be able to get those done.
and the money will be there.
Oh, good.
But yeah, that was the question, I mean, is that something that we can do it next year?
Sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Yep.
yeah, so we should,
Because
as
that's,
soon as we get that engineer, we can get a estimated cost. and
So
then
you
we
need
can
more
kinda-
than just the H&H?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You need the H&H, and it doesn't need to be full-blown design, but it needs to be something on paper with an engineer's stamp on it. Because that will give us the permit, the streams alterations
Oh,
permit.
okay.
That's what is required from those guys. So it's a lot of steps, and it's, the process is working, but it's very slow.
Did it make any sense to go back to V-Trans to have them do the H&H?
Well, we're still on their schedule.
Oh,
We
okay.
never canceled them.
Oh, okay.
If they get time,
Jeez.
those
Yeah.
projects are definitely on their
Yeah.
schedule. So if they get it done first, that might
Yeah.
speed up, the engineering process.
Mhm.
So anyway, that's sort of the bad news that I have from that. It's just
Mhm.
kinda.
So does that mean the big excavator's gonna go back?
Well, we're gonna talk about that. We have one more, there's another grant on Wilbur Road, but that again is being held up. Not drastically, but you guys are supposed to sign the grant agreement tonight.
The
Michael.
grants and aid. for the
Grants and
Red
aid.
Silver.
Michael was gonna leave
Yes.
something for you, with you?
I believe I saw it.
Yeah, so that's the next project for that excavator. Also, I have another one here listed that we can talk about.
It's on the first thing under our Woodbury select board work.
Okay.
But I assume you guys want me to sign it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we've had the excavator for a month, and they're billing us for the second month. So the question is, does Lily pay that next month, or do we let it go back?
Do you have, I mean, you've got all this other culvert money that we budgeted.
Yeah,
So-
no, there's plenty of work for it around town, it's just a matter of, things are kind of waiting on red tape, if you will.
So we've had it for a month, we're heading into our second month with it, and so they're gonna charge us for a second month,
Correct.
so we should hang on to it for that second month.
And it's what, $7,000 a month?
It's 7,000 a month.
Yeah, I mean, we've already, presumably it's already in its second month at this point?
It's very close, yes.
Question.
Yeah,
The grant for Wilbur Road, that's what we would be using the excavator on, right?
correct.
This month, this upcoming month. Was that written into the budget for the grant, or was that a part of the grant?
Well, every grant requires a machine, and we
Mhm.
keep track of hours that it's worked
Mm-hmm.
on that particular job. So that grant, yes, will pay for a
Okay.
portion of that month.
Okay.
The first month should be just about covered with the other mitigation projects that we've already accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
Blake Hill, County Road, I have a list, but it's not with me. We've done, we've used it a lot in the first month.
So we budgeted for 1 month with the big machine, if I remember.
I don't know if we even
I don't know,
budgeted for it.
this is for mitigation.
work, though.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, but I think that we had planned on that. But if we were using the mitigation funds to pay for that, then it seems like we have the funds to keep it for another.
Yes.
Right, as long as
bunch.
you use it for mitigation projects.
Yeah, yeah. Makes sense. to me.
Yeah, well, that's,
Think
it's, I think that's what sort of the problem is
Yeah.
Lily has to label it as to which job
Mm-hmm.
it worked on.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's a grant, or whether it's, mitigation.
Yep.
Or what, so, that's sort of where the tricky part comes in. I'm keeping track of all the hours that it's worked on in the particular projects, so that's where it's gonna be. Whether that number of hours comes up to the $7,000
Got it.
is beyond me.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
But
We're
maybe
going up.
mitigation, if we did most of the mitigation work during that month, can we just put that $7,000 on the mitigation
That's what I would do,
overall?
yep.
And
As
then we
long,
don't have to so much keep track of every
Right.
single hour, whether it worked on a grant or regular town stuff.
as long as that, I'm presuming that's a July invoice for the excavator?
Yes,
Yeah.
So you
the
would
first
mark,
one,
the first one, yeah, you would mark that as mitigation.
yeah.
And you don't really need to put which project you worked on,
Really?
because on that other spreadsheet, you'll have ticked off that you worked on Blake Hill Road with it, you worked on this with it, worked on that with it. So if we get audited, that will be enough information
expensive?
So
The
monitor.
invoice with the spreadsheet,
Yeah.
you know, melding those two together.
That's
If,
enough.
if we get audited,
Okay.
we'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense to you?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the only clarity is that we do have more mitigation stuff to work on in the month
Yes.
of August.
If it comes through.
Okay, so we
if
won't
the-
know until later.
Right, we won't know
Okay.
until later.
Yeah.
So at least July, you can put it towards mitigation. That's,
Yeah,
Yes.
that first 7,000.
yeah,
Yeah.
And we have, if not, if it can't be covered by either mitigation or the grant for that matter,
Uh-huh.
we've got that in our budget
Yeah, we
for
budgeted
Yeah.
for
equipment,
it, totally.
equipment
Yeah.
rental. So
Yeah.
either way, we're within our means.
Yes,
Yeah,
I would say so.
yeah.
Especially because I think,
So any of the projects that you have coming up, would our town excavator do those? It would be just more convenient if the bigger one was there.
That's kind of accurate, I guess. But there's, I mean, we're doing on Wilbur Road, there's a 3-foot culvert we're putting in.
Okay.
And that's a lot of work for that little excavator. Not to mention it's 25 years old.
Yeah, wear
I
and
mean,
tear
that
on
thing
our
is getting
excavator.
tired. We put a lot of work into it this spring just to get it to, so we can use it comfortably. So, not to, you know, but we need to start thinking about replacing that also. We're not getting into budget right now, but, that's something we need to be thinking about.
Alfie, I know you said Wilbur Road was held up and Chris just signs. So
Yeah.
now that it has his signature,
That
do you?
goes to the state
Yeah.
and the commissioner of the, I don't know if it's transportation, has to sign it.
Uh huh.
And then it comes back to us, bang, we can go.
Do you think that process will happen during this period that we've paid for that excavator?
Michael thought it would be like 2 weeks.
Okay.
from-
And we're paying
from
for
today would
4
just be-
weeks, so we would still,
We'd still
like,
get
we'll still
some
have the
benefit
excavator
from
during that
yes.
time. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
And the excavator, I mean, like I said, we're doing other work also
Right.
with it.
Yeah.
So, one of my list, I was notified by Peter, Halverton. He's on the rail trail committee. And he says that Swenson Granite is willing to give us gravel for a portion of the rail trail. However, the town would have to truck it. And the town, I looked at it with him today, and it's gonna need an excavator, otherwise you're just wasting gravel. I mean, it kinda goes, smooth it up, it's all eroded out in the middle.
Mhm.
So I would take the excavator and pull the edges in, and then lay new gravel over the top of it.
So when you two went to that rail trail meeting, right?
Yeah, I
Was
know.
that was that subject come up about possibly using some mitigation money
Yep.
on the rail trail? And did you discuss that with Skip at all?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. And I might have dropped the ball on that, Skip, so
Pardon me?
I may have dropped the ball on that.
Oh,
I actually can't remember where we left it, but we did talk about it, and that's as far as it went.
So Peter did not drop the ball on his
Well,
part.
Peter,
Or not.
right, Peter's come to me and asked me if I was willing to do that with town equipment.
Uh-huh.
And I said, it's not my decision, it's up to the select board.
So this gravel that Swenson has, what is it like? I mean, is it like crushed
It's good
stone?
gravel, it's the same stuff that we used during the flood, I assume. If I get a blessing from you guys, I will talk to Randy and say, what gravel are you talking about? What is this stuff that you're willing to donate? Peter, and during the conversation at the meeting, Peter wasn't clear as to what type of gravel
Uh-huh.
he was offering. But
Yeah.
there's only a couple types that, you know, would be crushed to a sizable.
And Randy Cleveland was at that meeting.
Oh,
Yeah, he was
Oh.
at the meeting.
Yep.
oh,
I guess that's when this conversation took place.
Yes.
okay,
That he was willing to donate some gravel for that.
uh-huh.
I'm estimating maybe two days
Oh,
of town crew
yeah,
with an excavator and a couple of trucks
oh,
to do that.
I think that's a good idea, right?
I totally support it. I love that rail trail, and I think it's a good asset to the town for recreation and whatnot. So if we can get the gravel
For free.
for free,
Mm,
I mean, what's 2 days?
so,
Is it a mitigation project? Would it help mitigate any flooding?
yeah,
Or is it just a good
Well,
thing to do?
water comes, sort of overtakes one culvert and then it runs down the middle of the trail.
So it's mitigation.
I would say it's mitigation. I mean, we
who's
could
it,
take pictures.
repairing
and-
damage, that's,
Yeah, take pictures, do lat longs, you know the drill, right?
Yeah,
Lat long, distance, starting distance, ending distance,
yeah.
pictures. Will be fine.
Cool.
Invoices, material,
Okay.
excavator.
Well, you won't get an
Labor.
invoice for the gravel, but you can keep track of the machine time, truck.
Well, I have to keep track of that because that's like in kind. And if we get audited, FEMA wants to say, okay, where'd you get the gravel from? Yeah, we'll say, we
Yeah.
donated.
In the past, they've given us an invoice, right, without a total on it,
They might.
without any dollar amount.
Okay.
so.
So that'll be good to record that.
So your I mean, any rough estimate of your time? 10,000, 20,000?
Oh, no. I mean,
Less?
2 days.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, I usually use around figure for $1,000 a day with an
Yeah.
excavator that size.
okay.
And then you got two trucks, so a truck is $100 an hour, so.
Yeah. So,
So, yeah, you're about 5,000
Yeah.
probably.
so you think you can squeeze that out?
Well, yeah.
I mean, we
I'm
got
sorry
500
didn't
still.
bring this
I know.
up to you. Yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't bring this up.
Oh,
and
don't
you're
worry about it.
Only hearing about it now.
So we have to sit down, the three of us have to sit down. So, once we get the final invoices for Town Highway 23 and 24,
Yeah,
get that money out of the mitigation
Yep.
pot, then we can start looking at what's left over,
right.
what we've spent so far, how much is left for basement waterproofing, for the roofing, and also for the windows.
Right.
Then we can say, okay, we have 150 grand left after everything is said and done.
Yeah.
Right,
Or-
and hopefully,
not.
also we, once we get some sort of engineering on those bigger culverts, we can have a cost to those.
Yep,
I mean, if I had my druthers, I would do the culverts on the county road, those bigger culverts, before I would work on the rail trail. However, we don't have the green light on those
Right.
culverts,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
for $5,000 or $6,000, I think the rail trail.
it's not that
makes residents
expensive.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely go for it.
Plus, it gives us another job for the excavator to keep getting
Yeah.
more,
Yeah.
more of our money out of the excavator.
Okay.
Plus, if we're getting donated gravel, it would be crazy not to use it, right?
Right. So my thought is, I will do that next week.
Yeah.
This week, we're finishing the grant on King Pond. Next week, we'll do that, and then we should be green light on Wilbur, on that grant.
Okay.
I mean, I'm trying as much as I can to keep that excavator busy.
Yeah.
It's an expense, I mean,
Yeah.
but there's only 3 of us, and the projects aren't, it takes a little bit of time to get everything lined up.
Actually, it sounds like it's working out pretty well.
I think so,
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I wanna just make sure that we've got, I think, a fair amount of time on this next agenda item, which is the job description for the road commissioner, so I wanna make sure that we give ourselves enough time to do that.
I'm going to leave. I don't think I'll be.
Are we
applying.
good? So there's no, executive
Thank you,
session on
Stephanie.
here.
I wanna say a huge thank you to the road crew for fixing the parking lot,
Oh, okay.
especially the
Oh, that's
entrance into,
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
elevator.
great, yeah, great.
well, we started with that. Wednesday, we put one load there, and did like in front of the walkways, and then I'm just like, this looks like terrible with, So I told the guys, Thursday I didn't work, so I told the guys, Thursday morning, go get 2 more loads and do it right, do the whole thing, and it looks great. I think it does.
Yeah.
yeah, they did a great job.
Yeah.
Did you do the church part too?
No.
Oh.
I'm generous, but not. So that brings me to another question, I mean, the schoolyard needs the same thing. Is that something, how would we do that money-wise?
Town-owned building, right?
Mhm.
And the land.
I think
Do it, right?
I guess we can ask,
I mean, maybe they got
we
a
can ask
budget.
Joe, right, Joe,
Houston.
Joe Houston. Maybe we just need to call Joe and see if there's a budget for that, cause if they're gonna pay for it to do it, we might as well have them do
Might
it.
as well have it.
But if not, then we should do it.
If they, yeah, if they, I mean, even if we could share the cost, if we did the work, the highway did the work, and they bought the
Yeah.
material,
Right.
Yeah.
something like that. I mean, we all use the school yard, so it
I'm
seems
sure,
like
I'm sure it's in the lease.
we should make it, I wanna do it before school starts again.
Okay.
That's coming right around the corner.
Yes. that's
Yeah,
the
it
problem,
is.
right.
Seriously.
So, I'd like to sort of get an answer for that fairly soon.
So that would be another one, we put a post out on Front Porch Forum that this day, you'll be working on the parking lot. That way you won't have to worry about the pickleballers being in there in the,
Right.
hopefully the
Yeah, we
school
could-
staff
yeah.
can go do a bonding somewhere.
Does that happen often?
Oh no.
Or park downtown and walk to work.
Chris, are
Yeah,
you
there you
contacting
go.
Joe,
Seriously.
or should one of us contact Joe? Or-
Robin, do you mind reaching out to Joe?
No, I will.
Yeah, that'd be great, and just find out if it's the school's responsibility to deal with the parking lot,
Okay.
and thank you.
And it will be that black crushed ledge that you'll
That's
put
what
in
I'm
there?
thinking,
Okay.
yeah.
Although I don't think we should offer that until he says it's not his responsibility.
Yeah, we'll just say you've had a few complaints or concerns about it and wanna know if they can do it, or.
And you got a hole up there that's big enough so I can lose my
It is.
beetle in there.
You could almost throw a fishbowl into it. Yeah.
Before we get into that job description for road commissioner, I just wanna run through a couple of these things. Lily, I have been in touch with Kari
Okay, yeah.
from Cal's, and he actually texted me today and said, yeah, we're gonna try to get together, cause he did when you were away, and I said, let's wait for Lily to get back. And I think it was gonna be me, you and Robin.
Yes.
Do you mind, or both of you, or one of you send an email that has all of us on there to Kari?
Yeah.
And I said we would suggest some dates to
Okay.
get together, and then they could take it, he thought it would be like not a quorum of Callis members, like one member
Okay.
and the town administrator.
Okay. That
Yeah.
sounds good to me. I can do that. Yeah.
Thank you. So that's under communication with Callis Town Manager and Select Board. We can hold off on the discussion with the park and ride. We did the grants and aid. The update on the trash complaint, real quick, I've been in touch with Ryan McCall, who is,
Enforcement officer for the Agency of Natural Resources.
thank you, and he has been in touch with the two properties we discussed in the past, and they have a plan that's being implemented slowly, but
The
it is.
Ainsworth Road?
Yeah, and the Route 14, both of those.
Oh.
So
okay.
he has been there
He
and.
has been there many times.
Yeah, he said it's a familiar site for him.
So the Ainsworth Road though, I noticed they have hardly any trucks there anymore, any vehicles, so that's been
Yeah,
really
cleaned up.
cleaned up. And I don't know whether they took all those bags of trash and just put them in the barn, or if they actually got rid of them.
He said that Woodbury's got more open complaints
Oh,
than
I know.
any
He
other
always
town
says
in his jurisdiction. For what it's worth.
He's been saying
So
that.
anyways, that's the update. We don't really have, unless you two have any correspondence we need to do. I took time and set up my phone so that I've been trying to use the new email, and every time I email you guys, I'm sending it to our new town emails along with your old ones.
Good.
You're doing that from your phone?
And I figured out how to get it on my phone, so I
You
can,
got it on your laptop?
Okay.
and on my laptop, yeah.
And you did that yourself? Skip didn't put it on your phone
Right.
for you?
You know,
Okay.
and the trick is, you need to download this from the App Store, Microsoft Outlook.
Okay.
I can walk you through it. It's
Okay.
not
Or I
that
can try
hard.
Oh,
to play with it.
Did he give you did Skip give you a instruction list?
It's only
Uh,
moderately helpful.
Okay.
Hmm?
That instruction thing is only moderately helpful.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I'll try
I
to,
haven't
I'll try
done
to
that
play
yet
with it
because
on my
when I look
own,
at it,
and if I
it's
can't figure it
scary.
out,
Yep.
I'll bug you.
The key is to download Microsoft Outlook.
Okay.
And that, don't listen to the prompts.
So after
Okay.
after that's downloaded, we're gonna have to check two different emails.
For a little while, until we get off of, until we start to use
Mm-hmm.
this. It's gonna take people a little while to get used to not sending things to our personal emails.
Right.
Which I get, actually, we should probably have John update our email addresses on the town website to reflect the new
Mm-hmm.
email addresses that we have. But I'm gonna try to start using it more and more.
Okay, I'm gonna try to having
It's
it on my
I
phone
don't
will
love it,
help
but
that a lot.
Whatever, it's what we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, parking policy, we will table that, we will table this domestic
Did
pet
I-
nuisance.
Did I
control
give you this
ordinance.
last time, the model parking ordinance?
Oh, look at you.
Okay.
You did not give me that.
Mm-hmm.
You hate the parking policy. but
I know, that's why I'm
didn't
giving it
send
to you.
out. Right. Sounds great. Thank you. And then I have, because you wanted to put Swenson on here, but maybe we can talk about the job description and then Swenson afterwards.
Well, okay, but Swenson is gonna be pretty quick.
Okay, let's do it now.
I just wanna, I mean, we talked last time about getting back into the negotiations for getting, what we deserve for funding for the additional road, damage that they do with those big trucks, and now there's other big trucks. And before I got around to looking into that, we got this email from, Swenson. I think you guys got it, but I just made another copy anyways. A lot of, let me give you one.
Oh, yeah, so.
Big changes are coming up there, and it's gonna be an Act 250 application. This, it's kinda hard to read, but John printed these out, because I couldn't get it to print out. You had this in, I don't know if you saw this, I mean, it was in the email.
It's in black and white, you really couldn't
Yeah.
see anything in black and white.
Well, anyways,
They're
so
getting
that's
bigger.
gonna give us a window to do our negotiations.
Mm-hmm.
Do they know
This-
that yet that we would like to negotiate?
No,
Okay.
but what he did here was, he said, I talked to Rob, zoning administrator, regarding this project previously, and then he said, as I mentioned previously, I talked to Rob about this project, and he noted that no zoning related approvals are required, but I wanted to send the details of the project along to you for reference before the application, meaning the 250 application, is submitted. Now, Robert said, of course, I said, what the heck did you do? And he said that he was told that all they were gonna do was move the crusher from one spot to another. So Bob was not told what was going on. And so I suggested, after a series of emails, I suggested to Bob, you want me to call him, or are you gonna call him and tell him that, yes, we need to go through the the zoning process. It's non-complying use. And so that's gonna have to happen.
So has Bob,
I don't know.
okay.
So wait, this
This is Bob
does,
Martin, right?
this project has to go through our Woodbury zoning?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. And I didn't understand why when I saw the email. I
Well,
wasn't
it's,
sure
if I
why.
had the ordinance here, I would read it to you, but I don't.
Okay.
So maybe before we leave, we can send
It's a
an
non-conform, what?
I was just saying, maybe before we leave, we could send an email to Bob to find out if he's, that's sweet, you know. Cause that would be good to know before we talk to them, right?
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. But I mean, this is gonna just give us an opening to have that conversation ongoing. But then we also still have to think about whether to start a conversation before. They might wanna get us out of the way before they hit active.
So,
Right, it's gonna be very big. I mean, they're just carving out the whole top of that mountain. Last time they said there wasn't gonna be any visibility changes, but there are. You can already see those grout piles crawling over this way.
Yeah.
Towards the west from the top of the
thing
mountain.
is they are taking some of the grout piles, they're chipping away at that,
Mhm.
which helps, but.
And,
If it ends up being used for stuff around here, I think that
well, it's,
Having
yeah,
them,
it's
you know.
gonna be a lot though, I mean.
Do you have
They're
a-
talking about 50 trucks a day, I think he said.
That's a lot. Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
But they're only asking for 20,000 cubic yards, or to be able to crush 20,000 per year.
Is that a lot or not?
That's a fair amount. I mean,
Yeah.
we go through maybe 5,000
It's not that
in a
crazy.
year, so it's not crazy.
Yeah.
I'm
For
assuming,
Woodbury's.
I don't know if they're gonna sell it, or if they're keeping it for themselves, or do it to send it off. I don't know. I don't know what their
Yeah,
plan is.
and it doesn't say, how many truckloads of grout they're gonna sell before it gets crushed. I mean, that's what they're selling now, right?
Yes.
To McCullough. So I'm sure they've been crushing before, but they were not permitted. They don't have a permit to crush. Their Act 250 permit clearly says no crush. It doesn't say you can't crush, it just says in their application that they're not gonna do any crushing. People who live up around there might already know what it sounds like.
All
Okay,
right.
so,
We okay to move on?
yep.
So, really would love input if you want to stay, but if you have other things, or you have other questions, or we're gonna put together a job description for a road commissioner with Alfie's input. But like I said, you're more than welcome to stay, same with Robin, but if you don't feel like
I'll
staying.
stay and listen, because I'm meeting
Okay.
with Michael tomorrow, actually, to talk about grant work and what that looks like, the flow of money and whatnot, so it might be interesting to stay
So
and
what
get a
about
view.
last time we decided to give Alfie another 2 weeks to make up his mind?
I spoke to Alfie on the phone and he thought we should do this tonight.
Okay, okay, great.
I'm all right with doing it tonight. I was under that same impression, that we were to,
Make it happen.
go another 2 weeks, but then when you call, I was like, yeah, okay, let's get it started.
Okay. My apologies if I rushed it. I had a different understanding, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
it's-
still
Have
haven't
things
just-
changed?
There's still time. You can change it.
Oh, by the time we get anything done as far as creating a job description,
Yeah.
it'll be another couple of weeks anyways.
Yeah, I'm still very much on the fence, but I
Okay.
can't hold you guys up.
Well, then how about we just create it? It still gives you time, but in the meantime, we're putting together a document that we could, in the event, use to put out there.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
we
I
don't
mean,
wanna
this
be caught-
agenda, it's gonna go around town like fleas.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And
That doesn't mean anything.
It already went around and
Yeah,
it wasn't
yeah,
true,
yeah,
so.
yeah, right.
So,
I think last time I might have given one of you a copy of
you did.
another thing from VLCT about how to,
Yep.
how to
How to
write,
open up.
and I had cut out some from newspapers, but I forgot them.
Well, I think the place to start is to ask Alfie what he thinks are the important. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we can start with like the real
That's a
easy
good idea,
stuff, like
yeah.
like what's the day to day. Then beyond that, what kind of skills should someone in your position have?
Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta put a schedule together for
Yeah.
projects.
But, starting out with, you have to have your CDL.
Well, yes,
and-
right. Well, he wanted the simple stuff first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you have to have a CDL. You
Yeah.
can't do this job without it.
No.
You just can't. No matter, even if you're just a worker, you gotta have a CDL.
Yeah.
Now, is there a special CDL for hauling a trailer?
If you need, if you want somebody with a trailer, you have to specify Class A,
CDL Class A.
CDL Class A, and there's different types now of that also. You can get a Class A with restriction, which gives you the right to pull a truck and trailer.
Yep.
If you don't have a restriction, you can pull a full-on tractor trailer, like a big tractor trailer.
Oh,
So, we don't need to get into the weeds of that, but there are different types of CDL licenses. We would need an absolute minimum Class B,
Alright.
which allows them to drive a straight truck with no trailer.
For a road commissioner? Or for a
Well,
worker?
Do you guys need the lights on?
Yeah, that would be helpful.
It's
Thank
kind
you.
of like you're in the dark.
it's not necessary, but it would be helpful.
Yeah.
I've got a Class A, I can drive
Okay.
anything that goes down the road. My license covers anything. So, if you don't wanna go backwards, then you can require that, for sure. You have one employee that has a Class A, so you can still move your machine.
Uh-huh. Who's that?
Timmy's got an A,
Okay.
Peter's got a B. So,
We can mess with the wording on that, you know,
Yeah.
Class A encouraged, minimum Class B, something
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, you have to have
I mean,
CDL.
you should have some mechanical, I mean, this person is going to make decisions about how to fix a truck and how not to, and, you know, when it should go to a professional shop or not.
Mhm.
There's a lot of decisions that need to be made there. So if you get somebody that's been behind the desk all of his life, he's probably not gonna know about the engine and with the clutch and all the different parts.
Yep, yep.
How to adjust brakes, that kind of stuff, which is very important to know.
Yeah.
Um,
Are all of our trucks automatics?
yes,
Okay.
yes, which is another topic, but
Yeah, we're gonna,
we just bring them all out
We're
tonight.
not gonna talk about the truck.
Let's
right now. We gotta
focus.
focus.
Yeah, no, let's not go
Yeah,
there.
we're not talking about the,
Job description.
Um,
so we're still just kind of day to day.
Yeah,
Your-
people skills, I mean, that's an every day, every minute thing. You have to be able to deal with the public. Whether it's, you know, a resident or a faculty member.
Yeah.
I mean, you've gotta be able to handle the Robins when they call and say, you need to do this. No offense, Robin, but, but no, you have
I
to be
wear it
able
well.
to, you have to be able to, handle that kind of stuff. And some people can't, honestly, some people just can't. So that's probably gonna be one of the harder parts, one of the harder qualities that you're gonna find
Yeah, I
in
agree.
a road commissioner.
What about managerial skills, like handling a crew, and I guess that
Yeah.
that's the scheduling, but also like,
Yeah, well, you gotta have you gotta be able to manage personalities.
Yeah.
You know, what do they call it, HR?
yeah,
Right? I mean, you gotta be able to, when somebody comes in mad because his girlfriend smashed his truck last night, you gotta be able to calm him down in some way and get him focused on the day's work.
yeah.
I mean, that's probably a poor example, but it happens. It actually happens, you know?
Yeah.
So you gotta be able to manage that personality.
Yeah. And then what about paperwork? Kind of.
There's a fair amount of paper. I mean, I leave this room every day with paper.
Yeah.
So there's a fair amount of paperwork.
What does that look like in terms of submitting hours or like? How
Well,
much-
all the employees have their own time card,
Okay.
so I fill it out, put their name on it and the date on it, and they fill it out throughout the week.
So you kind of okay timesheets essentially. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
so you work on grants with Michael?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Does he have do a lot of paperwork and you do the technical skills knowledge?
Some of both. I mean,
Yeah.
I usually do estimates for Michael, and I write down, you know, distances that we're gonna ditch and how many yards of stone, and so I give him estimates. for that, and then he actually writes the grant with that information. So, yeah, there's a fair amount of that involved also.
Yeah.
I mean, just because I've been in this business so long, I mean, I know some of the legal stuff too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think I've answered some questions for you guys
Yeah.
even, throughout my tenure here, but, there's just a fair amount of stuff that
Yeah.
you need to know just to keep out of trouble and keep things.
And that just comes from experience, there's no like, class or,
Well, I went to a bunch of classes, back when I was with Callis, they had, Vermont local roads, which was classes, and they would have, depending on whatever issue, whatever topic, you would go and you would spend 8 hours with them, and they would teach you all kinds of stuff. I mean, suspicion, like drug and alcohol suspicion, I got a plaque for that,
yeah.
all the different things. I mean, I'm a scholar through that company. It gives me nothing, but that was like the highest grade that you could get because I went to so many of those classes. I have the diploma somewhere, but I don't.
You're a Rhodes Scholar.
I'm a Rhodes Scholar in their world.
So how do we phrase that? Knowledge of regulations and
Environmental rules
Yeah,
too.
environmental, right, there's that. I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta know a little bit about the grant stuff. I mean, these grants now, they're getting very fussy. As of this year, this is the first time it's ever happened, they wanna have a site visit before we start. So they gotta come and they have the scope of work, and they wanna talk about it before I start, which is brand new, that's never happened before.
That's what happened up at Town Highway 24, was that why it was delayed?
No, that was a
No,
stream
different.
operations engineer.
Okay, even though it had
He
already
wanted
been,
a site
Okay,
visit.
never mind, sorry.
Same idea, sort
Yeah.
of the same idea, but,
Work with government officials.
mhm. Yeah, there's a lot. There's more than people understand sometimes.
and then what
When
do
you don't, when you go home, you're not done.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not done.
Yeah.
There's still a chance somebody's gonna call. I go into a store, a convenience store, and I get questioned about whatever the issue may be.
Yeah.
You know, Sundays, people have a question that's hot on their mind, they wanna get an answer,
Yeah. But you
and
missed that.
so. I don't think I'll miss that.
So, and then, like, along those same lines, what does it look like in the wintertime, you know, in terms of, what kind of expectations should one have of a road commissioner in the wintertime? You're up at,
You gotta really pay attention to the weather forecast.
Yeah.
And don't trust it.
yeah,
I mean, lately, you can't trust it, you just can't trust the weather forecast. I mean, perfect example, last Sunday, they said it was supposed to be sunny and hot. It rained all stinking day,
Yeah.
and it was a heavy rain.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't really trust it, a lot of it is experience, a lot of it is just waking up every morning and seeing what the weather has done, see
Yeah.
what's on the road, what's on, you know. And the
Listen to your
roads-
bones.
Yeah, a lot of times it's, yeah. So, so that's a special technique. I mean, anybody that has done this job, even if they're just a worker, they're gonna know that. I mean, you're gonna know that you have to watch
be
your
ready.
weather, you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready regardless.
Now you're
And
just
that's
5
why
miles
it's-
away, your weather can be totally different.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had, last winter, we've had snow here and I didn't have it at home. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Somebody called and I said, no, it didn't snow. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, it
I
snowed
did.
here. You know, it changes. It's just from
Yeah.
that short distance,
Yeah.
it's different weather. So, so you've got, wintertime, you really gotta be on your toes. You really gotta be paying attention. And that's part of my reasoning. It's part of why I wanna go is because it's so much demand in the winter.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go away for the weekend. You're lucky if you can get to Burlington if the sun might be peeking out a little bit.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But then at 4 o'clock it starts snowing. Oh, gotta go home. Gotta,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, put blacktop and just salt on the blacktop or something.
Yeah.
So that's why I've just done it so long. I just
Yep.
want some freedom in my life from that.
Now, what distance would you suggest for a road commissioner foreman to live away from the shop?
Not far. I mean, I'm 3 miles down the road,
Yep.
and it changes fast. I mean, I can get here pretty quickly, but I mean, ideally, you would have somebody from town.
Right.
You know, that's the best thing, because
Yeah.
he's got the interest. He's got, you know, he's a taxpayer. He's got much more interest in the game. So
Yeah, when we had the guy from Hyde Park, that was not great.
yeah, no,
He had
that
a hard
wasn't
time getting here sometimes.
right. Yeah, but again,
But when he got here,
we
he
were
was
sort of desperate,
Yeah,
and we
right.
had to take what we could get. I think he was the only applicant at that time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's gonna depend on how many applicants you get,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, there might be somebody that lives on Cabot Road might be interested, I don't know.
I had that thought too.
I don't like that laugh, Robin.
I'll take the fifth.
But, you know, you don't know. It would be nice to have somebody that's got some experience and that has done it. But most people that have done it, they know what it is,
Oh.
and that's gonna be a bit of a challenge. But, yeah, I mean, it's just all this stuff. I mean, I think I give you a lot of stuff that, you know, that I do on a daily basis. And the last couple of years, I have to say, it's been a little bit of a challenge doing all the different things. Like, we got grants going, we've got the flood, we've got
Yeah.
all the keeping track of that. I mean, if I could just go and fix the washouts,
Yeah.
it would be a piece of cake.
Mhm.
But I have to take pictures before, I have to document how many loads we've done every day, I have to, you know, it adds a lot of work.
Yeah.
Which hopefully we won't be having that as much in the future, particularly the floods. But now the grants, I mean, you'll find out tomorrow, we've got like 5 grants going right now.
Yeah.
And they're all in different phases, they're all
Oh.
different, you know, phases of starting. You know, one started, one can't start until next week or two, and they're just at different phases, so it's a bit of a
Yeah.
challenge to keep up with that. And, you know, kudos to Michael, because for him to do what he's doing is a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to run equipment if I had to do that.
Right.
I would be at the desk
Yeah.
most of the time. So, you know, Michael's really doing us a really good service. What he's doing.
How about budgeting? We ask you to kind of come with,
Yeah.
but beyond that, are you?
Oh, I'm watching the budget.
Yeah.
I watch the budget all the time. I mean, you can go wrong really fast,
Yeah.
especially if, you know, with gravel, the cost of it, and culverts. We all know what the culverts cost now. So yeah, I watch that throughout the year. Usually I try to conserve until the latter part,
Yep.
until, you know, June, and that's when a lot of times I'll spend a lot more, just to try to keep the budget where it needs to be. And it's money well spent. It's all like, sometimes it's culverts, sometimes I'll go, you know, a little crazy on putting gravel out if the number's higher. So definitely I'm watching that, and that's, you're gonna want somebody that can do that as well. You know, just to keep everything in check.
Yeah. Anything we're missing? I mean, I know that there will be, but.
I mean, I can't think of.
Want me to read it back to you?
Yeah.
My notes.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys can fill in if I missed something. Day to day, you're scheduling projects. We talked about you need to have, ideally it would be a Class A CDL, but a minimum Class B. You need to have some mechanical experience, know when it can be fixed in the shop and when it needs to go to a professional shop. You're managing personalities and organizing the crew, the work crew, which requires people skills. Also, out in the community and interacting with community members requires people skills. Paperwork, you okay timesheets, you work and collaborate on grants. There's probably more paperwork that I'm not,
Purchasing.
purchasing. There we go.
Oh, yeah,
Nice
purchasing.
job. Purchasing. It'd be, the ideal candidate would have a knowledge of regulations regarding road work, environmental considerations.
Safety,
Safety. That's a
Safety.
good one,
safety
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's another one of the classes I went to
Yeah.
was job safety and BPPs, personal protective gear and all that. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get here, it took me almost
Oh, I
30
know.
years to get to
We-
have all this knowledge. I'm not
When
saying,
we're losing.
yeah, I'm not trying to brag or
Yeah.
pat myself on the back by
Yeah.
no means, but it's been a long road for me to
Yeah.
get to where I am.
Yeah.
And
So
it's-
keep a pen and a piece of paper with you at all times. When you think of something, jot it down.
Okay. Okay, I'll see what I can do.
An ideal candidate would also have some budgeting skills.
Yeah,
Yeah, and not really sure how to talk about the winter, winter detail in a job description, but obviously it's important to pay attention to the forecast of the winter and be available
oh yeah. that's a
and
must.
at the ready to,
Yeah.
Do overtime as
Yeah,
needed.
I
make
mean,
sure.
you gotta find somebody that's willing to drop everything,
yeah,
like.
mobilize.
Mobilize.
And
When
go.
the- When the flood happened, I mean,
Yeah.
everything dropped for me and it's
Yeah.
like, this is where I am, you know,
So
I
are you-
work with the fire department sometime when they have things, they, you know,
Not officially on call, but you are on call essentially all winter.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, 24/7, 365.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pretty much
really.
every
Yeah.
waking day, every moment, there's
Yeah.
something that could happen.
It's exciting.
It's exciting.
Sounds terrible.
It is sometimes very exciting, that's right. You know, when I was with Callis, they did like a stipend thing.
Yeah.
I forget what it was, it was like 10 hours or something during the winter months that you would get extra regardless, just for being on call, being on winter weather watch.
Well,
Because,
but I mean, when you say on call, my immediate thought is, you know, doctors are on call as well. So is there is it only you, or can other team members be on call while you're not?
no, I think we're all on call, you
All
know,
the time.
because if there's an event, I'm gonna come in and evaluate, and I'm gonna decide whether we need
Yeah.
the rest of the crew or not. And they have to be ready. When I call, they have to be ready.
Yeah.
So like in the wintertime, I always call them first. As soon as I make the decision, we gotta go plow or sand or whatever, I'm calling them. And we
Yeah.
all meet at the garage about the same time. So we're all kind of tied. We're all kind of,
Yeah.
you know, because I can't do the whole town by myself.
Yeah.
On a snow event, there's just no way one person would ever do it in time for the buses or the morning commute. So, pretty much we all have to be, but when I reference Callis, they paid me extra to make that decision. Every week, it was just I forget the number of hours, but it was so many hours per week that just went in for, because a lot of times I wake up in the morning and I look out and there's nothing. There's no snow, there's nothing happening, but I'm still awake. And, you know, you just can't shut your mind down like that and go back to sleep.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you lose an hour right there,
Mm.
and I'm not getting paid for that.
Right.
That hour, it's not, doesn't go on my time card because
You're
I
still
didn't come
doing
in.
town business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But you
that's
gotta have
what-
your coffee and stuff.
Actually, I don't drink coffee, but it's hot chocolate for me.
That's what you do with your hour.
Yes. You know, so, but
Mm.
I didn't complain here about it because it's, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But that's what we had in the cows, and it worked out pretty well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, some weeks when we didn't have snow, I made out.
Yeah.
But other weeks when we had snow every single day, or erratic weather, you just never know. I mean, if
Sure.
you know, the temperature goes from 20 degrees to 20 below, or the reverse, you're at 20 below, and now we're talking 60 degrees, and the roads are frozen, well, you're gonna get ice.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that, I mean, and that only comes, you can't go to school for that, you just can't. That comes from experience and seeing the changes as you go. So, yeah, I think you've got enough to at least
You gotta start.
a good start, yeah.
Yeah.
And VLCT they do have other models for job descriptions.
Okay.
I would they might have something that's better worded, or that we forgot.
Pam might be able to help you with this too, because she was HR for transportation for years.
It's a great idea. Yeah.
She'd probably know where to pull something up for
Yep.
sure.
That's a great idea. Do you mind mentioning that to her
Sure.
tomorrow? Thank you, Alfie. I think it's helpful.
Sure.
I didn't want to do this. I still don't want to do this.
Yeah.
But and it's still just a working document, so there's nothing set in stone.
Right.
But it'll be good for us to have.
Either way.
Yeah.
Either way. It's
Yep.
good to have so
Mhm.
And I think there probably are some examples on the VLCT website.
that,
Plus, they have a new thing called Working for Towns or something
Oh,
like
I
that.
still got on.
That's some of the stuff that Pam held up today when she saw it on the agenda.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, this will be helpful. For sure.
Because one of the ones there, it says if you have 5 or more employees, you need to put the salary range in there. Does that mean 5 or more highway employees, or does that mean 5 or more town employees?
That's a good question.
I don't think that's a lot, probably a recommendation.
Yeah, as of July 25.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, those
Well,
I think
feels-
it might be one of the
get
last
emails and
papers there.
so many
Oh, yeah.
updates all the
Yeah,
time.
sure.
So they can't say, you know, salary based on experience, like we always used to. Salary negotiable based on experience. So what law would that be? Something from, oh, you said it's in this package?
Yeah,
Whatever law, new law is
yeah.
taking place?
It might be the last page, Lizzie.
Honestly, nope, not this one. I don't think.
Well, unless there's anything else, I've got a bunch of future agenda items. Alfie, thank you, appreciate it.
Sure.
Yeah, it took a minute and to sit through everything else, but thank you.
It's all right. It's all right.
Unless there's anything else, anybody has any other business?
Could I possibly call an executive session just to talk about some personnel stuff?
Do we have to have it warned, or?
I'm not sure about that,
You know, we can-
and Diana probably knows better.
There should be a copy of the open meeting law out on the bulletin board there, but, no, I don't mean, don't go get it
Oh.
now, but it's just for your reference. Executive session, the only permissible reasons for entering executive session are set forth in 1 VSA 313. Requires public body to make a specific finding that premature general public knowledge would clearly place the public body or a person at a substantial disadvantage. Some of the exceptions are contracts, labor relation agreements, arbitration or mediation, we don't really have those. Grievances other than tax grievances. Pending or probable civil litigation or prosecution. Confidential attorney-client communications. And another one is the appointment, employment, or evaluation of a public officer. You know, it's hard to,
So I think if this has to do with, hiring, firing employees,
Uh-huh.
your own personal position,
It's in my own personal position.
yeah.
Yeah.
And regarding, we've done this with Alfie for the last two, right?
yeah,
Um,
yeah, we have done this with Alfred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We, under, what do we use for,
Personnel policy,
And we don't
not
have,
personnel policy, but,
we don't have to have warned it, that was my, I
Yeah.
guess, biggest question,
We
but
can
it
always
doesn't say in
Follow
there.
up with this next meeting as well.
and more
That's
at the
okay
next
for me.
meeting.
Yeah, yeah, that's what's needed to be done, then yeah, we can do that.
313.
Is it though, cause it didn't say, I
3.
didn't see anything about it.
I think you can.
I think you can
board
call
can
it,
do
at least we have,
executive session and invite
arbitration or
Yeah.
mediation.
any individual, or individuals.
and we've done that at, in the
Wanna
school board,
do
where
it-
we have not had a warrant meeting, but an executive session came up during
Oh,
the,
okay,
I'm assuming
yep,
they were following the rules as well.
okay.
Yeah, usually have to
Yeah.
report back when you come out of the executive session,
Right.
if it's, any decisions were.
Any decisions were made, right?
So do you think we could schedule something at the meeting next Tuesday? We're gonna have to do,
We have to warn that anyways.
we have to warn that anyways, although we don't really have an agenda.
Do you want me to create one?
The
We'll have to
agenda
create an
will
agenda.
just be for working on the tax rate.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Do you wanna do an executive session then?
and then we
That
can,
works for me,
yeah,
yeah.
and then maybe you and I can have a conversation outside of here to find out if it
What
is-
if it's actually-
if it is
yeah,
actually
yeah.
executive session stuff.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah,
that sounds good to me.
okay,
Yeah.
perfect,
Cool.
thank you.
Thanks, Lily.
Did Michael want this back, or should I send it for him?
Yes,
He
yes.
wants it back?
He wants
Okay.
it back.
Yeah,
Right.
he should get,
I
come
think
down
he
and
was-
get it
I
tomorrow.
think his email said he was coming here tomorrow to get it,
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
and then he'll send it in to them. Get that ball rolling.
So I guess if there's no other, I mean, we can sign, the bills, approved bills and payroll orders off camera. We wanna adjourn?
I'm gonna make a motion to adjourn.
All right, any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, meeting adjourns at 8:18.